This morning I witnessed something that really hurt my heart. It was a realization of something that I already knew to be true, but it really came to fruition all around me. And I really had to sit with it, had to sit with the truth of what was there. And I also experienced some pure bliss and joy and just soul connection like I haven't in a while. And I want to share it with you to see what resonates the most for you in this moment. The hard thing that I saw was I heard something recently. I was listening to a podcast or a video, and they were talking about how the average person, like the majority of people, especially in Western culture, are basically living like robots, are living a life that is barely even alive, that are living from paycheck to paycheck, living from drink to drink, from toke to toke, from moment to moment of how can I get out of this existence? How can I find joy? How can I find peace? How can I find happiness? But looking for it in all of these external situations, all these external consumption type things, constantly buying, constantly consuming, constantly absorbing more crap in order to reach that little tiny high that they're seeking because they're so unhappy with their existence. I believe that to be true. I've seen it in a lot of individuals. It's why I do the work that I do, because I believe that I have the ability to help individuals who are ready for it to witness the potential and power that lives within them. Not everyone's ready for that. This morning, I woke up at 5:55 when my alarm went off. I meditated, I journaled, I wrote out my affirmations, and I wrote out my prayer for humanity. I then got up, had my all organic, natural, plant-based supplements and a little bit of pre-workout. I went into town, had an amazing workout, went for a walk around the lake with Dixie, got connected to nature, connected with the birds, the water, the trees, and then I drove home. On my drive home, I saw two things. One, I saw this massive lineup in the drive-through to Tim Hortons of individuals. When I looked at their faces, or what I could see of their face, they looked dead. They were like, I need my coffee to function. And I get it. Of course, like, I don't know what happened that night. I don't know what happened that morning. I'm not trying to place judgments in that sense. But the fact that I saw truck after truck, car after car of individuals having this exact same expression on their face, reaching for that external substance to give them that high to get through their day, to then need some more later to get through the rest of their day, to then need a drink in the evening to get through the evening and finally fall asleep, just to do it all again the next morning. I was like, it's not really what I would call like a vibrant existence. And then, driving quite close to my house, I was going down this hill and all these cars were coming past me, heading into work, and face after face after face, car after car after car, just like zombies, just hands on the wheel, not even functioning, just no expression, no joy, no sadness, nothing, just like blank, like robotic stance. And it really hit me, like it hit my heart to think that every single one of us have, of course, very different circumstances, different situations, but every single one of us have a choice in every moment. We have a choice with which how we interact with that moment, with whatever is presented. We have a choice as to what we are consuming in terms of the foods we're consuming, the drinks we're consuming, the alcohol or drugs that we are choosing to consume or not to consume, the people we choose to spend time with, the conversations we choose to engage with. We have choice. All of us have this choice, especially here in the Western world. You guys, we are so freaking privileged, so privileged. And I just find that, I don't think we're doing our duty. For those of us who do have more opportunity presented to us than others, I feel like we're doing it a disservice by letting our minds and our ego take over, running story after story in our head about how our boss hates us, about how there's not enough money, we'll never get out of debt, so-and-so never called us back, and my parents think I'm crazy, or whatever's going on, whatever story you're looping. We're letting these stories take advantage of they're taking over our entire existence, to the point that we no longer think for ourselves. We no longer consider what we're consuming. We don't consider where our food comes from. We don't consider how our food makes us feel. We don't consider the long-term effects of the choices that we're making. We're just literally going on autopilot. And when we're living on autopilot, we're not creating more love to spread in the world. And I believe that universal energy, the very existence that creates this, I believe that's love. I believe it is love that allows this to occur. And so we're not generating more love when we're living in this cycle of self-loathing and blame and shame and judgment and wanting to just get away from it all. We're not creating more love. We are like sucking love out of the vortex of the universe and just like bringing it into ourselves just so we can feel a little bit better. Now, that being said, I get it. We have different circumstances. I get that your life is very different than my life. All I'm saying is, have you taken the opportunity to explore what choices you could make every single day that might create a different existence than what you're having now if you're finding that you're in this robotic state, okay? Now, that's the hard stuff. That's what I noticed today that just like, hit my heart in that way of, wow, not everyone is choosing to see love and joy. Why? And then here's the flip side. Today I had four opportunities to truly witness another human being's heart activate. Their heart activated, which means they accessed a level of love that they either hadn't accessed before or hadn't accessed in quite some time. This occurred in 4 different ways. Oh my goodness, 4 different people. It was all of them were so beautiful. One was an amazing woman who I met years ago, who's considering working with me for coaching, who's considering coming to my retreat. Just this amazing, incredible soul who shared something with me that she hadn't shared before, at least not with me, and I don't think with many others. And I remember her saying, you might think I'm crazy for saying this. And the fact that she could share her truth in a safe environment where I didn't think she was crazy at all. It made perfect sense to me what she was sharing. And as unfortunate as the situation was, she got to feel seen and acknowledged in that moment and know that she's not crazy. That she has this experience and it is hers and she's claiming it and she's expressing it and she's seen and acknowledged in that. Her heart opened. I saw it and I felt it. It was so beautiful. The other example was a woman who I've been working with now for a couple months. She finally let herself feel loved. She let herself feel held. She let herself literally lean back and know that I'm there to catch her, that I got her. And she hadn't let herself experience that before. And the energy that I felt in her heart open when she realized she's not alone. She doesn't have to do this by herself, that she's supported. It was so beautiful. And then we laughed and laughed and laughed. It was so lovely. And then I would share this on my Instagram stories. I was in a store, I had to buy something, and this woman at the cashier just was hating her life, she didn't look up, she didn't look me in the eye, she didn't say anything, she just wrung the things through. And I was buying envelopes and beautiful stickers to send to my clients. I was buying really cute, fun things. And I knew that this was, I could tell that she was not in a great state. It seemed like I could hear her sigh as she punched in the numbers of the $4.20 I had to pay. And I remember in that moment feeling, I could do nothing. I could just pay my money and leave. Or I could choose to activate love in this moment. And I did. I chose to activate my own love, my own heart, and allow that love to be expressed and to be felt by her. If she was ready to. She didn't have to. I was just expressing that love and allowing that invitation to be present. Well, she picked up on it. She felt it. She looked up, looked me in the eye, and said, "Hi, how are you?" And then we talked about the stickers that I was buying and how cute they were. And we had this little chuckle. We had this little moment. And I don't know what happened for the rest of her day, but in that split second moment, I could see her heart activate. I could see her wake up from this robotic existence that she had been living in, where everyone is out to get her, where there's not enough time, there's not enough money, I can't get through this, I don't feel good, everything hurts. And for a split second moment, she experienced connection. She experienced love between us. And the final time today was when a dear friend of mine came to my home, and I had the absolute honor and privilege of attuning her to her level 1 in Reiki. This woman is smart. She is a smart girl. She knows a lot. She's very intelligent, and she's very open-hearted. But in our experience, her heart opened a little bit more. And I saw this moment when everything just clicked. And she went, wow, my mind is blown. As she felt into the energy of Reiki, universal life force, she felt the energy flow through her body. She felt the energy in her existence. And that activated her heart to open. And I felt it and I saw it, and both of our eyes were full of tears because it was such a special, sacred moment. And the reason that I'm sharing this with you is because I don't subscribe to the belief that for us to heal humanity, to serve humanity, that we need to do big, grandiose things. I believe that in every single moment, if we can activate our hearts and we can create connection with one another, if we can allow ourselves to either be seen or allow another to be seen, that we're literally creating the energy of love and broadcasting that out into humanity. And I believe that the more of us that do this on an ongoing daily basis, that commit to connecting to our hearts, to our love, to what lights us up, to what feels good, to expressing that, to sharing that, to connecting with others, not just our friends, not just our coworkers, but all beings. I believe that is what is going to create the most beautiful mass healing in humanity. And I can't do it alone. I've tried that. Doesn't work. I need your help. I need your help. I need your help. Are you willing to help with this mission? Are you willing to stand up and to choose to express yourself in your love, in who you are? And let that be felt. Let that be seen. Let that be your guide every single day. I don't care what you do for work. I don't care what you ate last night. I don't care what's going on tomorrow. What can you choose in this moment to experience love and an activation in your heart and share that with the world? That's what we need. Are you willing to commit to that? Are you willing? Are you willing to help me? Are you willing to take time to experience moments like this, where nothing more matters? Nothing more matters but this moment and the amount of love and peace and bliss and joy that is accessible. Are you willing to wake up? I really hope yes. And if you are, I want you to claim it. Claim your yes. Claim your yes. Claim it. Say it. Dance it. Breathe it. Chant it. Love it. Feel it. Let it be in your body, because we can't do this without you. I love you.